Today I am sharing 7 things that I did to get me where I am now spiritually. I used to struggle with feeling lost, low self-esteem, negative self-talk. I had money blocks, I had really bad luck in relationships, but this all turned around when I started doing these 7 things. The first thing is daily mantra meditation. You already know the benefits of meditation: increased focus, you operate more from your soul rather than your ego, less stress, better sleep, etc. But for me, the classic meditation of counting your breaths or just being aware of your breath or just emptying your mind was really difficult for me because I have a very loud mind. I have lots of thoughts going on all the time. So having a mantra that I would repeat in my head was really useful for me, and it's something that stuck with me, that I can just return to this same mantra. And what I did is I started out with just 5 minutes, and then every month I kept increasing with 10 minutes, and now I meditate for around 50 minutes per day. And I know for many of you that is like too much, you don't have that amount of time, but doing just 5 to 10 minutes every day is going to have a huge impact on your life. The second thing I did was to find my purpose. I was feeling so lost in my life before I found my purpose. I was just like aimlessly going through life, just doing what was expected of me. But then when I found my purpose, which is to help people through their spiritual awakening and stepping into their power, everything changed, because now I had a purpose with this life, what I wanted to accomplish, what my legacy would be. So that really gave meaning to my life and purpose. So how do you find your purpose? I have a free guide, link in the description, on how to find your purpose in 5 simple steps. Third thing I did to attract my twin flame and also soulmate friends was to stop playing like these mind games and filtering myself. So I used to be this chameleon where I would adapt myself to everybody I meet. So I would kind of assess and think about, okay, what are their values, what are their likes and dislikes, and then I would adapt myself to be more like who they wanted me to be. And this made me become friends and date people who weren't even aligned with my values and my interest. So it never ended good, you know. My relationships would be super short, the friends I wouldn't even really want to see. But then when I stopped that and I was just myself unapologetically, that's when I got my soulmate friends coming into my life. That's when I met my twin flame. And I think especially in love, it's so easy to like play hard to get and try all these things, like read about how to text a guy, and I just found that set me back. And it wasn't until I just stopped all those mind games and just were myself that I really attracted love. And I think this is because when you are yourself, you are on your core vibration. So you then attract people who are also on that vibration. So you really vibe with them. Number 4, this one really helped me to release my abundance and money blocks. And that was to charge what I'm worth. So when I started out my business, I was doing most coaching for free. And if I were to charge someone, I would charge them like $30 or something for a whole hour of coaching, including preparation, questions afterwards and stuff. But then I took a course on how to create a more high-ticket course or program. And the course leader said, you need to be charging $1,000 or more for this, just for the beta testing round. And then you want to double that. And to me, in my mind, I was like, there's no way I can do that. Nobody's gonna buy, I'm not worthy of this. But I followed the program, and 3 weeks in, I did sign up 4 clients for over $1,000. So know that you are worthy of money and abundance. I feel especially in the spiritual niche, it's just like hush hush, don't talk about money, don't charge money because then you're a bad person. But if this is your purpose, then abundance is supposed to flow to you. This is an energy exchange. That's all money is. The 5th thing I did to get where I am now spiritually is delete the social medias from my phone. Especially Instagram was very toxic for me. I would compare myself a lot to these really beautiful, successful influencers and just feel like shitty about my own life. So when I deleted that, I just felt so much better about myself. And it also freed up more time to just be and have fun with my own hobbies. And you don't even have to delete your accounts completely. You can just have the desktop versions, which are a bit more awkward, but then you still have access to, let's say, your friends if you want to keep in contact with them. The sixth thing I did was to go into nature every single day and ground. I don't know if you can see here. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but that is my feet. I am wearing earth runners. I'll take one off now so you can see properly. And they have on back here you can see copper, which means that they ground into nature even if I'm not barefoot. But you can do this also just taking off your shoes and being barefoot for 5 minutes into the earth, and that's really gonna help recharge you. It's so good for your spiritual life to ground and be in nature every single day. And this is especially important for you spiritual folks out there, because it's so easy for us to be like up in the ether, not like fully grounded. So this is going to be so good for you. The seventh thing I did was really tell myself that I am enough as I am. I have always struggled with perfectionism, that I needed to look a certain way, behave a certain way, dress a certain way. But when I let that all go and be like, hang on, I'm happy as I am, it just released so much pressure and really helped with me with my self-love. And if you're struggling with feeling insecure about a body part, for example, you can hold one hand on your heart and one hand on the body part and talk to it. Show it love, say that you're good enough just as you are. For example, with my stomach, I recently found out I have leaky gut, and I've been very hard on myself about that. So I held a hand on the heart and one hand on the belly and said, I love you when you're bloated. I love you when you have a six-pack. I love you when you're old and will look like a raisin. I love you no matter what. And that has been so healing and good for me on my spiritual journey. Now, I'd love to hear what you have done to get you where you are spiritually. Let me know in the comments. I love you so much, guys.